I'll tell you, if you want to defeat the radical left Democrats and save America, you vote for President Trump, and we're going to do it very quickly. We had it done. We're going to do it very quickly. Primary day, most importantly, is this Tuesday, January 23rd. It's amazing how it's upon us, right? It's upon us. We're going to have the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. And remember this, we had the greatest economy. We had a tremendous success. Think of all the things we did, the best border. You never would have had Ukraine being attacked by Russia, wouldn't have happened. I get along with Putin, I get along with Zelensky. What a horrible thing. And when you see the real number of lives, it's staggering. And all of those cities are wiped out. I mean, they're obliterated. You know, when they say we're fighting, the cities are obliterated. It's what a sad thing. You never would have had the attack on Israel, would have never, ever happened. You remember, Iran was broke under me. They were broke. They didn't have the money to do that. They're the funders of terror, and they didn't have the money. China is now looking to go into Taiwan, and I think they're just looking. But they're a little concerned because they hear I'm coming down the road, and they would have never done it. They would have never done it. You know, the only thing we have a stock market that's going, and the reason the stock market's okay is because they all think I'm going to win because the polls have us so far ahead. And if I don't win, I really believe you're going to have a Great Depression, just like 1929, because that's where it's headed. All the information you need is available at nh.donaldjtrump.com. Okay, so get out and vote. We got to vote, and we have to win by a lot. Don't believe the polls. It has us winning by a lot over Nikki, over everybody. I mean, Ron is in 5th or 6th place. What the hell happened to Ron? Does anybody know what happened to? I think I happened to Ron. You know what? I made Ron. I got him elected. I got him the nomination first, and I got him elected. Remember, he was running against a guy that turned out to be a crackhead, unfortunately. But at the time, he was a very popular guy and, good-looking guy. They used to say he's going to be a president of the United States within 12 years. He's going to be a president of the United States. That didn't work out too well, I don't think. But he didn't think he could beat him, but I got him elected. He was down. It was over. I mean, it was over, in Florida. And he came to see me, tears in his eyes, and he needed my endorsement. I said, Ron, you're so far down that if I were George Washington and Abraham Lincoln put together, I couldn't get you elected. He said, no, you're very popular in Florida. If you endorse me. And I endorsed him, and he went up like a rocket ship, and he ended up winning his thing. He had no chance. He was down like 30 or 40 points. And instantly he went up. He won by like 20. He went from being down 40 to winning by 20, all in 2 days or 3 days. And then he said, but I can never beat this new guy because he's a hot guy. Him and Stacey Abrams, they were the 2 hot people in Georgia, right, in the country. He was the hot male. She was the hot female. She was going to go great. But I got Brian Kemp elected. It wasn't for me, Brian Kemp. Well, it's one of those things. But I got Brian Kemp elected. I worked my ass off for Brian Kemp, and we got him elected. I got him the nomination first because he was in 5th place, and I got him the nomination. I endorsed him. And he's done a good job in Georgia in many ways, except with the election, he's done a good job. I mean, with the election, not a good job, but he's done a good job. And then I also got Ron. I said, Ron, you're going to make it. I'm telling you. He said, no, this guy is, I don't know. I said, well, I didn't get you the nomination for you to have that attitude. And we did 2 or 3 rallies with massive numbers of people. And I said, I'm telling you, you're going to make it. And he even started to believe it, and he ended up making it. He won by 90,000 votes. And the rest is history. There was not a lot of loyalty. 4 years later, they said, will you run against the president? Remember? And he said, I have no comment. I said, he has no comment. No comment means he's running to smart people. A smart person would say that means, a lot of my people backstage that get paid a lot of money. Sir, he's a Republican. He wouldn't do that. He said, oh, yes, he would. He would. When they say no comment, so we hit him early and hard. They said, please, sir, don't hit him that hard. Why? He's a Republican. They said. I said, I don't care if he's a Republican or not. And we hit him hard. By the time he joined the campaign, he was pretty much decapitated. But he has not done a good job in campaigning. But I'm sure he's a nice fellow. I think he's going to be gone. I think all of those applause, that was funny. But I think you can probably save him for about a week or so because I think he's going to be gone. He's in 5th. Yeah. Well, we're going to hear that. I suspect now. Well, I hear he's going to drop out pretty soon, but we'll see. We'll see. May God bless him. Do you agree? May God bless him. He's going to need it. One of the most important issues in this race is which candidate can rescue the American economy and save the American dream. So I had the greatest economy in history.